Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Disney Talk Thursday. I'm Walt.
I'm Melissa.
Just in case you're joining us for the first time.
Yeah, as if you don't already know.
You never know. There might be some that aren't. Well, welcome in. If you're watching on the replay, I want to say hello to you. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, we are a Disney channel. We do a lot of Disney videos, a lot of informational videos, live streams Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we go live on the Live Place. Make sure you check them out. It's www.theliveplace.com. Dreamers Empire. Dean does a great job over there. Lots of family-friendly live streams, a lot of Disney stuff, but other stuff too. So make sure you check them out. And with today's video and tonight's stream, we're going to talk about our favorite Disney souvenirs. Different souvenirs that we have collected over the years. Hey, Brian, welcome in, buddy. And what they mean to us, what their significance are, what we like about them, and kind of go over that. We were tagged by Abby from Main Street and Mickey to do this video. And hey, what's up, Chris? Welcome in. So we said we were originally going to do it as a video, but then I was like, well, why don't we do it as a live stream? That way we can show everybody who's here live kind of some of the stuff we have. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait till we get a few more people in here. I know there's a lot of people streaming tonight.
If we get a few more people.
If we get anybody. We got to compete with Rob Fuzz and Corey Meets World tonight, so that's going to be a little difficult. But we'll try. And we'll get as many people in here as we can, and hopefully we'll get some fun stuff to talk about tonight. How's everybody doing? Brian, Chris, how are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm just going to turn down my sound here.
That's okay, because we love you guys. So thank you for
apparently, hey, that's all right. There.
It's funny because Walt called it. He's like, all these people are live streaming. He's like, we'll probably have Brian and Chris. He literally said that right before the show started, and there you are. So thank you.
I do remember the electric company, Brian. I remember the electric company. That's where Morgan Freeman got his start.
Mm-hmm. I hear you, Chris. It's been a long week. I'll be glad when tomorrow's over.
Yeah, me too.
Fridays are my longest day ever.
It's been terrible. Yeah, it's been. I can't say it's been a terrible week, but it's definitely been a busy week. I'll put it to you that way.
Well, it's always long when you come back from having holidays, because if you're lucky enough to have at least one day off a week when Christmas and New Year's fall in, it does feel a lot longer.
Yeah, it does. So. Yep, it certainly does.
Oh yeah, and Spidey. You're right, Brian, on the electric company.
That's right. Yeah, he was. Yep, Spidey was on there. Yep. Those were cool. What was neat about those, you didn't have Spider-Man. I don't think he was on every week.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he was on every week, but when he was on, it was like really special. It was like, oh, good, they're going to have a Spider-Man clip.
I know, I just want it to be spring now.
Yeah, that's what we want. January and February are always the worst.
Huge winter fan, so I'm just... January, February, even parts of March can be really trying.
You know, what's funny is, I keep trying to tell her, in Florida, there is no winter.
I like winter for, like, December. So.
Well, then we can always put the air conditioning up really, really high in the house.
Whatever.
I know. Well, we'll see. Maybe not. Hey, Steve! What's going on?
Thanks for joining us.
I'm glad you're here. I know there's a lot of other competition tonight for live streams, so maybe we'll try to make it as awesome as we can. But we have a lot of, you know what, when we thought about doing this as a live stream, at first I was like, do we really have anything that we can show? Because we like, hey, Noah, welcome in, buddy. Alex, welcome in. Hope everybody's doing well.
Oh, yeah, see, the weather, it's bipolar, Chris. I know it's like, it was pretty warm here, too, the other day. And we're supposed to be getting, it's in the, 30s now, and we're supposed to get snow this weekend, and whatever.
I know.
So, we'll see. Oh, Mr. Rogers was the best, Brian.
Yeah, I liked him, too.
We really enjoyed Mr. Rogers.
You know Tom Hanks is doing a movie, and Tom Hanks is going to be Mr. Rogers.
Oh, he always does a good job with that
stuff.
So
that ought to be cool.
That's pretty neat.
Yep.
Huh.
But anyway, we were talking about what kind of items we were going to bring on as souvenir items. And I'll be honest, a lot of them are probably older items.
Right. Like the first couple trips.
They are items we've had for a while, but they're fun items, and they're items that mean something to us. And that's how we took this video, because it was a tag video. Abby from Main Street and Mickey had tagged us to do this. She did one. Make sure you go out and check out her channel, Main Street and Mickey. And she asked us, she tagged us. So I was like, yeah, let's do it tonight. And I think, thanks, Steve. We appreciate that, bud. Yeah, if everybody could, please hit that like button for us. We'd appreciate it. Still waiting to hear about monetization from YouTube. We still haven't heard from them yet. We're like really above the 4,000 hour mark, and I was really hoping we'd hear something by now. We haven't heard anything yet.
Oh, well.
I'll let you answer Brian's question.
Well, Brian, I happen to bring this old school set. I have a lot of the headband ones now, or a few, but I don't have them with me. I actually take them to work and have them on my shelf at my work to make me happy. But here are my birthday ears, because we went in August a couple times. So, but ears are always a good souvenir.
But we don't have a ton of them.
No, but I used to get them every trip. Like our very
Show
first
them,
trip,
your name on the back, too.
I started out with just the standard. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Like the old school black ones with the Mickey patch and the ears. And then the next year I got some that lit up with the castle. And then I got these one year. Now I like that headbands, I think, have become more popular.
Hey, Robin!
So, hey, Robin.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope your son's getting ready to go. I know it won't be long.
But we've gotten to the point where we go more frequently. So now we're less likely to buy a lot of souvenirs. I was talking with Walt. We were trying to come up with stuff, over the last couple of days. And I'm like, we really don't spend a ton of money on stuff unless it's something we really want. We'll get into some of the stuff that we do buy a lot of.
Right.
But I've gotten to the point, it's like, well, do I really need another pair of Disney ears? Do I really need another t-shirt? Do I really need... So I try to find something that's I can have with me to make me happy throughout the day, something I can hang on my wall or somewhere. Or it just reminds me of Disney in my everyday life. So instead of just something I might use while I'm there and then never use again.
I think that's part of it. Is sometimes I think we become too practical when it comes to the years, and I wish we wouldn't. Sometimes I just wish we'd splurge and say, okay, we're just getting it. It'll be fun.
Right. And sometimes it's a money thing.
Yeah, sometimes.
So other times it'd be like, oh, I want this and I want this. Oh, we were watching so many vlogs of Christmas down there, and it's probably a really good thing that we don't go. Because we're such Christmas holics, and all the amazing things we've seen. Oh, we're like, oh, we want that, and we want that, and we want that. Hey, Dougie. So, see, Walt loves the t-shirts. We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a second here. But, Chris, that's great. I mean, those ears are the best. And the Mickey ears over the years have gotten better and better, if you've noticed.
Yeah.
They've really made them much more... They're less cumbersome. They're less... I don't want to say uncomfortable. I guess that's saying things cumbersome. But they're nicer now. So people collect them more than I think they used to. They take up less space. Like the old ones that Melissa had here, she showed us a little bit earlier. They take up a lot of space, for sure. Always buy everything. That's the rule. I wish I could. That's the problem. I wish I could be able to do that.
Oh, Robin's leaving for Disney in 10 days.
Yep, her son's going to the Disney college program. So
kind of bittersweet.
That's great. Now, awesome, mugs and Chris, mugs is something that I would like to start collecting. I've told Melissa that we have a couple, but not a lot, and I want to start getting mugs because you're right. There's a ton of them.
Well, I meant to grab one before I came up, but usually I always get a mug.
Yeah.
So that's exactly right, Chris, because I can take that with me. I leave it at work.
Yep.
I keep it on my desk, and I use it for my coffee every morning. So usually every trip, I got one time that I actually ordered after the fact because I could put a picture of the family on it, and it said, it was Mike Wazowski, and it said and it had his I love coffee. So it was really cute, but I always try to pick one. I got one this last trip that was an insulated cup, but it was a mug rather than a what do you call those?
Like a Tevis.
But it had an actual lid, so you could take it in the car with Mickey Mouse on it. So that was good. But I usually do, and I meant to grab them before I came up. But.
Yeah, and Steve, you're talking about pins, and we're not, at least not yet, and it might change. We're not really big into pins, but we have a lot of, our pins are really old. I don't know if you guys can see all these or not, but they're really like old pins, and I'm sure they're not like anything you guys see today. We weren't into the pins.
We started out getting them, like our first couple trips. These are, like I said, from like back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
We started getting a few, like here's Bolt over here.
And there's the one from the Pirates of the Caribbean right there, which is really cool.
Like the Star Wars, they had like the Jedi ones. Like there's Chip. And there's Mickey as like Luke Skywalker. But this is one I found at Disney, and this one is actually really cool for me, and I like to share this one. If you could see it, guys. It's a little Florida license plate, and it says, I love Walt. And it was so appropriate. And I'm like, I have to have that pin. So, and I got it all crooked. So I actually got this at Disney. I can prove it because the back has the Disney symbol and the Mickey
ears,
for the backing. But this was one you probably never will find again. But I'm like, oh my God, I have to have that pin. So
that's funny. Robin, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
Steve, you have this pin? You have this one?
Oh, cool. That's cool.
That is awesome because I've had this forever. Isn't it perfect, Robin? It is.
Yeah.
It's perfect. That's my pin.
And that's the thing, Chris, is we were never really big into the pins. First off, I wasn't sure, like, where would I put them? I said, because I don't want to put them in a box. I mean, I want them up somewhere. And that might change as we change this room, because ultimately the room we're in now is going to become less about the sports side of it for me, and it's going to become more about Disney. Maybe the pins will become something for us.
That's neat, Steve. He's got a whole set of license plate pins.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's just happened to see this one there. And although some people might put up like a cork board where you just take the backings off.
I think that's what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah. I would do that. If we had a room, I would definitely do that. And some of the pins, we watched a vlog where we saw some pins they were showing of the different parks. I think it was Tim Tracker.
Yeah.
And we're looking at some pins, and they were amazing. I really like some of the pins that have come out for this year. They were looking at, was it 2019?
Yeah, they look nice.
And really loved them, so I think it's cool.
Yeah, and Dougie, yes, that one was a Bolt. That was a Bolt on there. That's one of our son's favorite characters is Bolt.
That's why
he's
we
right
got
there.
That one. There he is.
Yeah, he's on there. Yep. So I know these aren't any of the really nice pins, but we got
nice
someone.
To us.
Yeah, to us they were, and we got this one here, and I'm sad now because if you can see this one. This is an Expedition Everest. I don't know if it'll focus or not for you guys. And it's got it at the bottom, but it broke at the bottom.
I could fix that.
And we could probably fix it, but that one was really nice. Other than that, we didn't have a ton of them that we thought were a lot.
Mickey Jedi. He's kind of cute.
Yeah, he's cool.
So there's some decent ones.
Noah got one Florida State at the Disney store with his name on it. That's cool, Noah.
Oh, well, here's a Splash Mountain pin. This is actually a cute one, too, because you come down...
Oh, yeah. Go a little bit. There you go. Yep.
It actually moves a little bit, the log flume. I don't know if you can see it, but this moves back and forth.
Yeah.
So that
Either
was
that or
actually...
it's broke.
No, it's supposed to move.
I'm just kidding.
So that's actually a cute pin, too. And like I said, we've had these a long time. So
yeah.
I don't make them anymore.
Yep. So pins aren't really big, but for me, what I have always liked is I'm a T-shirt guy. I do. I mean, who was it said it earlier? I think it was Chris, or one of them said it. But it's true. I always like collecting T-shirts. Every trip we go on.
No, Dougie said.
Oh, Dougie said. Yeah, T-shirts for sure, Dougie. And for me, it's all about, like, for instance, on our last trip, I like the special event T-shirts. We got one for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Oh, did you bring?
No, I didn't bring that one. I got one for Moonlight Magic, and then I got
Slinky Dog on it. You
and I got the latest one here, of course, from Flower and Garden, which I'm not sure if you guys can see.
No, I can't see the logo. There you go.
And it's older now because it's from this year, and of course on the back they have everything, and I'm sure everybody has seen that. Yeah, but that's right. That was 2017. So I got that one, and then but what I also like.
Oh gosh.
This one here was really cute. And I like this one for myself. These are all folded up. But this one was really cool, too. It's got the little Walt Disney logo there. I know you guys can't see me.
There we go.
But then on the back, but what's really nice is the back, because the back has got the 10 essentials to going on a trip.
A Disney picture in front of the castle, meet Mickey and Minnie, get favorite character autographs, find the perfect parade watching spot, and then the Mousetalk logo's in there.
Yeah. Oh, and then, I figured.
The gist.
But it's just certain ones that you get. And, of course, this very last trip, Melissa got me this one. And we got that one, Have My People Meet Your People. I love it. So T-shirts are huge for me. No problem, Dougie. Thank you, buddy.
Hey,
we appreciate
Disney damsels.
Hey, Rowan. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. But, yeah, I always like the T-shirts. It's always been the thing for me.
You're right.
I love them. I don't know why.
2 years ago, you're right, Brian. It's 2019.
That's right. Yeah, it was 2 years ago at this point. Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Chris, I like T-shirts, and certain T-shirts got to be really cool. Like, they had the other one down there. I almost got it, but I didn't get it because it's a V-neck. I used to like V-necks, but I don't as much anymore, and it was the one that was the Mountain Men. And it showed Splash, Space Mountain, and Big Thunder. I really like that T-shirt, and I was thinking about getting it.
It said Mountain Man.
Mountain
and it
Man.
had all the the mountains on it. That would have been perfect for him, but except that it was only in a V-neck.
Yeah, and I don't know, I might change my mind. If it's still there next year or something, if we can get it at the cheap, we might get one. But T-shirts are big for me. That was my thing. And I know for Melissa, the big thing with her was every year we go, we get...
we always have to get a picture frame.
We get picture frames.
So that way we can take it. Of course, this is what's really going to be sad, guys. You're going to laugh. But I mean, we're going back. I've got a picture frame from every trip that we've taken. So our very first trip, this is that's
our oldest son.
Our oldest son when he was 2 years old. This was our very first Disney frame that we bought.
And I like this one because it's got all 4 parks on it.
Yep.
It's got all 4. It's got Epcot. It's really cool.
It was MGM back then.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
So it has the water tower, which is really special because you don't see that anymore.
No,
so
not at all. It has the.
I really, really liked that one. And then we have one here, and it's back during it had the 4 parks on it, and this was when we had the Sorcerer Mickey hat, and the Sorcerer Mickey too, over here on this side, but it has, the castle and the hat and the tree, so that's a good one.
Yep, yeah. That's always been big for us.
Sadly, our last 2 trips,
you guys are going to laugh.
Great frames, but there's no pictures in them yet. And that was from the last 2 years. So we have a Wilderness Lodge where we stayed.
This one is one of my
2017.
But this is one of my favorites because I love the Wilderness
really
Lodge,
nice.
and we have a picture we're putting in here. We're getting it now, but I love that one.
And here's the one we got from our most recent trip. I think this is the most recent one we got.
Yes.
So, which was kind of cute.
So that's kind of our big thing. We love to collect the picture frames and put pictures in them.
So we can commemorate, we put a family picture in there from each of our trips so we can remember this was from this year and this was from this year, but I'm a little behind, so that's kind of sad. But that's something that I make sure that we do every trip.
Yeah, Chris, that's true. At this point, MGM is, how many of the actual rides from that time are still there?
Oh my gosh.
Not very many. Not very many at all. But, we love souvenirs. It's just a matter of, for us, what it really has to hit us for something that we want. Yeah, Robin, I really like the Wilderness Lodge frame. I think it's really nice. They had other ones too, but that one was my favorite one. And I told Melissa, I said, we got to get this one.
Yeah, we didn't get it right away, but then we're like, yeah, it's a must-do. So we definitely picked it up. Since we knew we were going to get one, we thought it was perfect because it's basically our favorite place to stay so far. So we had to get it.
Brian says, see if anyone gets this. Remove my skin and I won't cry, but you might. What am I?
Chris got it.
Oh, an onion. I didn't see it.
What's sad? Because I saw the answer before I saw the question. I'm like, onion? Who posted onion?
I wouldn't have known. See, you say easy one, Brian, but I had no idea. And what else do we have? Some of the other things, we'll talk about some of your items. Melissa is very, very picky. She's very practical when it comes to souvenirs. I'll say, oh, I like that for you, Melissa, or I like that. She'll go, no, I don't need that.
Yeah, I won't use
that. I won't use that. I'm like,
That's
just have fun with it, And
so I have to find something special, and a lot of times sometimes I'll find every couple trips I'll get a new phone case. So this was my newest edition. This is my phone case that I got this trip, but I like it because inside it's got pockets for your phone, and then of course your license and your
it's us.
Opposite. Yeah, there's my driver's license and your bank cards and all your good stuff inside.
And you put your phone
in
there.
A wallet phone case, and I've already worn it out. It's probably gonna fall apart before I can get a new one, but I thought it was cute.
Yeah,
and shiny. Shiny's good.
And what about you guys out there? What are some of your favorite souvenirs that you get over the years? Because everybody's different. And it's funny, for as much as I love the Haunted Mansion, I don't have a ton of Haunted Mansion stuff. Now, I have a Haunted Mansion t-shirt, and we have a Haunted Mansion, which I don't have up here, but we have a couple of Haunted Mansion ornaments that we put on the tree.
Oh, where's the, I didn't bring the Haunted Mansion, but that was one of the other things.
Yeah, that's one of the ones.
Get to it, because we I put up 3 of them. Where'd they go? Anywho.
I did not get one of the carpets from Morocco.
We looked at them.
We looked at them, man, but man, they are not cheap. They are not cheap, Chris. Now, if you'd like to get me one, you're more than welcome to for my birthday next year.
And then you'd have to ship it home, really.
No.
So it's like, I guess that would be something we'll have to invest in when and if we move to Florida.
Oh,
so
Chris, I do have that.
I was just going to say that.
I do have that.
He has the holographic picture.
I did do the holographic picture, which we still have somewhere.
Yeah,
it's around here.
It's in here.
And the other thing I did get, no, it's not here.
You sure?
I'll put it away. But the other thing we did get is we got that calendar back there that everybody sees with every single one of our live streams and everything. We got that and brought that back from Disney this year too. That was one of the things I saw it, and I told Melissa, I was like, man, I really like that calendar, and we got it. And I really like that. So that was another thing.
We also like keychains.
Keychains, magnets. I don't know if you can see that. Get that a little bit closer. It's really. I like this one. I thought it was go that way.
I'm having problems getting the camera, but this one's cute. This is on my keychain. I got this a couple trips ago.
Yep. And I got this one. I got this one right here. It's a key,
super cute. And
it's got the Fab Five on it. And it's funny if you look at it that way. That way, it's the Fab Five. But even if you turn it around, it's the same thing. It's really cool. It's not backwards. So I really like that keychain. I thought it was really cool. Hey, Marisol!
Hey.
Ohana, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we're just doing our tag video. Abby from Main Street and Mickey had tagged us to do some of our souvenirs that we have. And again, we don't have a ton, but we wanted to bring on a lot of the stuff we have. But we love keychains, and we also love magnets. Now, our magnets are older magnets again. Do you guys look at that? Look at that one. That's kind of a retro magnet that we have.
It's got the sorcerer hat.
It's got the sorcerer hat on it. We still have this, but I liked it because it had all 4 of the parks on it, and it says Walt Disney World. I love that magnet. We still have it to this day. This is old. This is probably 10 years old?
Yeah.
This is probably 10 years old at least. On that magnet. And one of the other ones we had, and this is another one.
Older.
This one might even be older.
That might be from our first trip.
This might be from our first trip. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we have that one as well. It says Disney World with all the different colors on it, Walt Disney World. And we love magnets.
Well, back in the day when we'd have kids' artwork to put on the fridge, of course, now we have a stainless steel fridge, and you can't put magnets on a stainless steel fridge. Except on the side. So we kind of dwindled on our... I should have brought up the one of Cam. There's a frame we have with Pluto on it, and it says, I love my dog, and there's a picture where you can put a picture of your dog, and of course we have Cammy in there. So we should have grabbed that one. But since you all have met Camden a couple times.
A few times. But we do. We really like... I like the magnets, and I saw one of the 2019 magnet that we saw looked really, really cool. I think that looks really, really nice. So I think for me, whenever it's about souvenirs, you gotta for me it's got to be something I really, really want, something that I'll really, really use, and move forward with it like that. That, Chris, I understand that those jerseys look really, really nice. No, it's still First off, you'll know where you got it from.
Yeah. And
secondly, if it's something that you really, really like and you're going to wear it, I think it's a perfect buy. Because if I got a rug, talking about that rug from Morocco, if I got that rug from Morocco and took it home, nobody's going to know it's from Disney. No. They're just going to think it's a rug. But hey, human person, welcome in.
Long time no see.
Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us.
Ya.
Yeah. Hope you're doing well. But, so I totally get it. It's a matter of what you like. And I would really like to get one of those. You know, one of the other, talking about souvenirs you want, and that's something I want to ask you guys out there too, something that you might want to get from Disney that maybe you haven't. And we got some other stuff we'll show too. But the other thing I want is over in Germany.
Oh, yeah, you've wanted this
I want in Germany, again, this is a really high ticket priced item, is, we missed you too, buddy. Glad you're back. We want one of the cuckoo clocks. One of the handmade wooden cuckoo clocks that they have in the Germany pavilion. Those things look awesome. And it doesn't have to be one of the really big ones. Just so you know.
Right now I'll have to be cuckoo enough for you, hon.
That's plenty.
I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, gee, Steve. I can't even imagine.
Oh, my gosh.
That would be awesome if you could do it, though.
It's very cool.
Yeah, well, if you get monetized,
yeah, that's right.
Maybe you'll get there at some point.
That'd be a long video, though. We want to watch you put that one together from start to finish. Well, you can do it, film it, and then do the speed.
Yeah,
speed it up.
Yeah,
what's that called again?
It's called time lapse.
Time lapse.
Yep.
Time lapse video.
Hey, Sherry. Hi.
Hi, Sherry.
I'm glad you're here. Thanks for dropping in for a few minutes. We're just talking about different souvenirs that we've collected over the years, some of the things that we've collected and what we like about them and why we collect them and things like that. And also talking about souvenir items that maybe we might want down the road. Yeah, that would be a long video, Marisol, for sure.
You know, that'd be an accomplishment. That'd be pretty cool, though.
Yeah. And the other thing for me is I really like, and I don't know if any of you out there do it or not or play it, but they have the Disney emoji game app on their phone. I actually like it. Melissa doesn't like it.
Bed. I couldn't get into it.
I like it.
Yet I play Candy Crush sometimes.
Yeah,
So.
sometimes.
I haven't in a while.
That's true.
I read. I go through stages. Candy Crush, Kindle. Candy Crush, Kindle.
You know what?
Whatever
Chris,
helps me go to sleep.
We have never done the Pearl thing in the Japan Pavilion.
But
we've seen it
about
1,000 times. And I think it's really
weird.
Cool. But
I guess we really should.
Yeah, we've never done it, but I've probably seen it 50 times.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've watched people, them get them out for them. And...
See, Chris plays it too. I think it's fun. Well, anyway, I bring that up because I got this pillow. I don't know if you guys can see it. This emoji pillow while it was there. It's really soft. I love it. Hey, look, it's Melissa. And that's one side. And then on this side is the other part of the emoji.
With the tag hanging off.
Yeah, with the tag hanging off.
I don't know why they do that.
But I love it.
He's so cute.
I love this thing. It's always, I'm like, holding it
all
the time.
With it. He loves to sleep with the little pillow, so it was perfect. Because it's also really soft and squishy. Huh?
Oh, I'm just kidding.
What'd you say?
So, anyway, I really like this thing. I think they're fantastic, and I wish they had more of them because the emoji stuff is really, really cool. We did buy also a Disney emoji luggage case. The one we got downstairs.
Oh, it's not no. It's
yes, it is.
Not emojis.
It's
a Disney comic strip.
Oh, that's the one. That's right. I wanted the emoji one, but we got the comic. No, we didn't have it then.
They've come out with it since, and we wish they had it last time. But we actually were suitcase shy, and talk about spending wasted money. We had to go to the gift shop and buy a hard shell suitcase. It was like $100. But at the end of our trip, because we didn't have enough space for all our stuff to bring home.
Yep,
we did. That was a great trip. That was probably one of our best favorite trips.
That was at Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was a great trip.
We did it. That was probably one of our most favorite times.
Now, Human Person, it's funny you said that. I haven't played the Magic Kingdom game yet. I'll have to try that and see what that's like. I think a lot of these games sometimes, though, they expect you to spend money. I don't really want to do that.
No. Oh, that's funny. Robin loves it, too.
Yep, I'm telling you, the Emoji Blitz game is fun.
I just like the emojis.
Oh, I think the emojis are great. And they have so many different things now for the emojis that you're seeing more and more. That's really cool, too. But one of the other things we have for Christmas is, I wanted to show you guys these. We get special ornaments that they have down there. You guys have probably seen them 100 times. This one is a Nightmare Before Christmas. Where's Meg?
I know, right?
That we have, and that's one side of it. But the other side is different too. That's kind of the back of it, which is really neat.
Ears ones that I like. Some of the ones they have out now, they have the purses and the shoes. We're not so much into that.
It says Sandy Claus on it right there, which is really cool.
I love the ear ones.
But these are really nice. I love that. That's one of them we have. We also have this one. These are all ears, and this one is a Big Thunder Mountain one. These are all on our tree. Brought them up to show you guys, but.
Because we still haven't taken it down.
Yeah, we haven't taken that out of our tree yet. There's Big Thunder Mountain. There's the front of it, but on the back of it, you can see there's the train as well. And it's really cool. I love these. I think they're amazing. We got them, and I think they're just awesome. And then we have this one here. This one's really cool, too. It's a Toy Story one with Sheriff Woody. There's the front of it. And then on the back, it's got his name.
It should say Andy, though.
It should say Andy somewhere.
On the other side.
We love ornaments. That's one of our big things.
Us too, Robin.
Yep.
We get at least one every trip, maybe a couple, depends on how the money's flowing, but we have yet to do a trip where we didn't bring ornaments back, so it's fun. That's one of the things we always have to do.
Yeah, it's true. Absolutely. Yep. I don't know. We really love, for me, anything... Christmas and Disney together is kind of like, it's like the perfect storm.
Yeah, for us.
So we always bring something back that's Disney and Christmas related every single trip as well.
No matter when we go.
Yeah.
I mean, we go in April and we'll get something to use for, Christmas in December.
Every trip. It doesn't matter because that's, we want it for the trip. So that's why we do it. Yeah. But we love it. And then one of the other things, one of the last really big things, and this was our son's.
Yeah.
Back in the day, our oldest, he's moved out on his own now, but back in the day, he used to really like snow globes. So every trip, we would get a new snow globe. And it would be different snow globes. Some of them would be little. Some of them would be gigantic. It just depended. If it was one he liked, we'd get it for him, or my parents would get it, or Melissa's parents, somebody would get it for him. And he collected these Disney snow globes, which we have several of them
he does have
that are really, really nice.
So, Ye Old Christmas Shop, Chris.
That's my favorite.
See, we go in there all the time, but we're Christmas junkies. But he has quite a few big ones. I was surprised. I was looking for a couple little ones to bring in, but this one is pretty cool. So I'm hoping we can get it in here without me dropping it. But,
yeah, Melissa's turn it on. So this is the one. This here.
Can you see it?
Go this way with
this
it.
Way.
This is his snow globe of villains. And if you can see inside, it's lit up.
It's got Chernabog in the globe, and it lights up. And then the eyes.
See if you can turn out the light and see if it.
Will we come on though if we do?
There you go.
Can you see it? Look at that. But you still can't really see. It lights up inside.
Look how spooky that is, guys.
You can see Captain Hook's eyes.
Yeah.
Scar's eyes. All the Jafar
they're all lit up.
The witch from Snow White, their eyes light up yellow. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a really nice snow globe. And then we have other ones as well. But if you turn it around, there's stuff on the back too, which is really cool. But this is just one of his several that are really that big that we have that Walter has collected over the years. He's got a Pirates of the Caribbean one. We've got a Mickey one that's really nice. I think are all 4 of the parks as well. And these are great snow globes. And they take up a lot of space, though.
Yeah, that's why he hasn't taken them yet. He's got a small apartment, doesn't really have the space. But that's same here, Robin. We really haven't bought a new snow globe in a long time. And again, it's a space thing. And I think our son's grown out of it a little. At this point, but he still loves them. He doesn't ever want to get rid of them. But if we ever could get a place and just had a Disney room, I would put his globes in. Like if we end up having a bigger space and do a Disney room for where we do our show.
They would be out and about.
Yeah, we'll get shelves up. We'll put them up for him. We'd love them. So it's all good.
But that was it for most of our souvenirs. And we have other little stuff here and there. Whether or not... No, that wasn't from that. Oh, yeah, it was. I don't know. No,
but I think we've got a couple of just random things. Here's a coaster.
It's a Pirates of the Caribbean coaster, which I really like it.
I got this in one of your Walt Life boxes.
Yes.
We did a subscription box for a short time, and that was actually a cute little addition because Walt's always got a Pepsi on him, so I thought that was kind of cute. But we didn't really buy that as a souvenir, but it's kind of a fun thing. It's very cute. I liked it.
Hey, Isaac, welcome in.
Hey, Isaac.
Hope you're doing well. I know we got a lot of competition tonight. Corey's out there. Rob's out there. Everybody's doing something.
Chris mentioned the pennies thing. We did that when the kids were younger, too. The pressed pennies.
Oh, yeah, the pressed pennies.
And it's fun because there's different ones in all different locations. They
Tons of
all
them.
do something different. So you can get all kinds of good ones.
And, Chris, the thing about the pressed pennies, too, is it's just not in the parks. All the different resorts have them, too. Downtown Disney has them. The water parks have them. The pressed pennies are all over the place.
We do get... Well, they don't always have... I noticed... Brian, they always have a whole lot of sweatshirts at Disney because it's so warm down there. I think in the fall months they bring it out more, but we really haven't been down to Disney in the colder months to where they really have a lot of it. They have a few, but like I saw the one Christmas sweatshirt. It was a mini
it was amazing.
One with the hood. It had the ears and it had the fuzzy around the hood, so it looked like...
I loved it.
Oh my gosh, I wanted that so bad. In the Disney app, it was... in the park
In-store only. In parks only.
You could not buy it online. And then they had it on the Disney Store app for a little bit, but you could only get an extra small. I'm like, I'm definitely not an extra small. So I'm like, why would they sell the extra smalls online and everybody else? I guess because they probably had an overabundance of extra small.
It's true. I know.
So I was really bummed out. I loved that sweatshirt. I
would love a sweatshirt, to be honest with you, Brian. There's a couple of them. And I guess, does everybody consider Spirit jerseys, are they sweatshirts?
I guess so.
I mean, are they technically sweatshirts?
Light sweatshirts.
You know, I don't know if that's really a sweatshirt to me. When I looked at them, they kind of look like sweatshirts. And I did love that one Haunted Mansion Spirit jersey. And the Small World one was actually pretty cute, too.
I'm up in the air with Spirit jerseys. I can't decide if I like them or not. But there have been some ones that have come out lately that I think are kind of cool. So, you got to do the couple shirts, Brian. We always have intended to,
and we never do.
Never do it. Although Walter and his girlfriend Andrea, they did one year.
Yep, they did the I'm her Mickey and she's my Minnie. I'm his Minnie. Yep, those are really cool, and a lot of folks. I don't know if they get them specifically. Sometimes people will get, specialized ones, personalized themselves.
You can order them.
But you can also find them in the parks. And we were talking about this the other day. I think Disney has done such a better job with their merchandise.
I'll have to look that one up, Robin. The Purple Potion Spirit jersey was released today.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to look that up, too. Yeah, I don't know that one. Thanks, Sherry. We appreciate that. Thanks for liking and sharing. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. $40 for a tie.
Yeah.
That's a little steep.
Well, here's what I always say with anything. I always say that when you go to Disney, you have to expect that you're going to get inflated pricing on anything. So expect it and, plan for it if you can. Because merchandise, food, whatever it may be, you're going to have the inflated pricing. That's why they call it Disney prices. So, for sure.
Oh, and you're right, human person. Sweatshirts, I definitely prefer to have a hood. So I'm with you there. I have a hard time.
It's more like a fleece if it's not.
Yeah, I really think of sweatshirt as having a hood. And I like them to zip up the front and not so much pull over. So I prefer to have a zip-up sweatshirt with a hood.
Yeah.
So if I had to pick. But that's what that mini one was. It was the bomb.
Now, Brian,
that's great, Brian.
I didn't know they had one.
Me either.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to look it up. But that one sounds really cool.
Oh, yeah. We love that.
That's a really neat one. I didn't know they had that one. That one would be really, really nice. But what we want to do is, for those that are in here, I want to hear from you guys. What are some of your souvenirs? What is it that you collect that's, maybe you have something that you collect that's really special, that you got and it has special meaning to you because of a family member or a certain trip, maybe your first trip, things like that. I know Melissa also has some Pandora bracelet charms and beads as well.
Yeah, I do. So we have ones like certain ones. I have a bell dress one.
Yeah.
A dangly, like, Mickey ears one.
Yep.
So,
certain ones.
Yeah, definitely get a few here and there. I haven't gotten one every trip, but if it's a trip where we have a little extra cash, I usually will get one. So
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
A fun thing too.
Yeah, and kind of getting off topic of souvenirs now that we're right there. I don't know. Did everybody see with the park map?
I know, Brian. We bring our park maps home. I got some from God knows how
we have
old. With I intend to make scrapbooks that never get made. I'm like, with all that extra time I have.
Yeah, exactly. Steve, you ought to do a house tour one time and show us all your stuff you have. That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That'd be great.
Hey, did everybody hear the comments made? I got to go off topic for a second and see what everybody thinks of this. Bob Iger the other day talked about Expedition Everest and called it like not necessarily a nondescript ride based out of Asia. Because he was talking about intellectual properties. I don't know if everybody heard about that. But he kind of dissed on Expedition Everest, which I thought was kind of disappointing. I don't know what everybody thought about that. Everybody hear about that? Hey, Main Street Mickey, what's going on?
Hey. No, I didn't hear about that. So.
Steve says he's got to clean it first.
Oh, I know. Never enough time.
There you go, human person. He says his free Animation Academy drawings from Disney's California Adventure and his Sully Bucket and Mike's Sipper from...
Oh,
that's great.
Cool.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, Abby, that's what I said too. It kind of bummed me out. I guess he did come back and say something about it and kind of redirect his comments, but I don't know what he meant by that. I know they're really trying to push the IPs on us with a lot of the different things that they're doing now.
Disco Yeti
is totally an IP. Well, I guess he doesn't consider it an IP, Brian, because he did not... I don't know. I didn't know how to take the comments. If you guys get a chance, look them up. I think if you go to WDWNT, which is News Today, WDWNT.com, I think they have the story on there. You can find it. But
it's like you've talked about before. It's like they want to push these IPs, and I like some of the stuff in the park not having to be an IP. So, I don't know. Kind of irritating.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, since they're...
Harold.
Yeah. Well, but the thing about it is, for me, I don't understand. What made Disney so different for me is the fact that they were different and they had things that were original. Different. That not everything had to be an intellectual property from a movie for them. Haunted Mansion, Big Thunder Mountain, It's a Small World, Space Mountain.
Well, I guess Space Mountain was... What am I... Not Space Mountain. I was going to say Splash Mountain, but that...
Yeah, I mean, Big Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, all of those, Expedition Everest, all of those were kind of their Spaceship Earth. They're their own thing, and that's yeah. I mean, it just makes them so unique.
Right.
So I don't understand why they want to push their intellectual property so much. They have plenty of it.
I like the mix. I like having, because maybe then people can appreciate some of the park that maybe aren't as into or know the Disney, intellectual properties as much.
Could be.
I think it helps give it a good mix and a good balance. And some of my favorite things in the parks aren't something from a Disney movie. So
yeah, right. And Autopia, that's true. Autopia is another one. It's just like the Tomorrowland Speedway.
Mm-hmm.
I think Autopia is a little bit better than the Tomorrowland Speedway, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's true. That's another one that you have that.
Yeah.
And Abby says exactly Walt's idea for the lands were all supposed to spark from an imagination and be different, not just like everything else. Mm-hmm. I agree. And that was one of the things that made these parks so unique is they really did different stuff.
Autopia is the only way Brian can legally drive. I'm not even sure I'd want to drive with you in Autopia.
I'm not sure I'd want to drive with Melissa in Autopia. But
I'm an excellent driver.
Yeah. Especially at night.
When it's raining.
And snowing. But yeah, he made those comments. I don't really know exactly what he meant or what his purpose for the comment was. I mean, I guess maybe he's trying to push IPs and trying to sway those that maybe aren't big into IPs to want to be, to like them more. I don't know. I didn't understand the comment. But who knows? We'll see what happens with that. But I like them. I like them non-IPs, to be honest with you. But I like some of the ones that are intellectual properties, too. Don't get me wrong.
Most definitely.
There's plenty out there that have them that are great, and I would love them. I love them. I mean, Flight of Passage is one of them right there with,
Yeah.
With, isn't that terrible? Avatar. I couldn't think of the word.
But initially that really wasn't a Disney property, so it's just kind of funny.
Well, no, but it was when they...
Right, I know, but...
No, it wasn't when they originally built it. You're right, now it is. But, Yep, I don't know. We'll see. But they're coming along with everything out there. If you guys haven't had a chance, and just so everybody knows, you can find Melissa and I and Mouse Talk on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter, and you can find us on Instagram. I know we don't do a lot on Instagram just yet. We're getting there. But we do a lot on Twitter, and we do we do a lot on Facebook. Make sure you guys go out there and check us out on those different places because we are on there often, and it's a good way to connect with us.
Yeah, you're right, human person.
What he says, I don't mean to be negative, but sometimes for me, I feel that Disney business can really add a negative reputation for the company. I understand making money and all, but sometimes not the best moves. Yeah. Oh, I agree, human person. Look, they are a for-profit company. They're there to make money, but they're making plenty of money. They're not hurting for money. Every once in a while, they have to put the PR standpoint ahead of making the money. And I understand that the shareholders may not agree with that. But if you want to continue to keep making money, nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. So, you have to be careful with that. Hey, Downscale!
Hey, Downscale!
Welcome in! How are you? I hope you're doing well.
And Chris is right, too. I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean was just a ride for 30 years. And
I agree.
Of course, now they had to add all the characters from the movies and change it all up. So it is now basically an IP. I mean, it was a great success for them, and I love Jack Sparrow, don't get me wrong, but you're exactly right.
Right. But the movies were based off the ride first. So, not a ride based off a movie first. But they're doing that more and more. I mean, they're trying to change rides over to the IPs now. I mean, there's still talk that Coco's going to, Grand Fiesta is going to become Coco. It might happen. As much as we're excited about the fact that the Ratatouille ride's coming, it's based off an IP.
Of course.
And
in a way, part of me doesn't like them bringing a lot of IPs into that part of Epcot.
Yeah.
I liked that was separate and had its own thing. It was much more adult. And not that, Disney movies aren't adult. Adults love Disney movies too. But I liked the separation. I liked, that they had... when they did have rides within the countries, they weren't based on IPs, and now they've gone away because we have the Frozen ride instead of Maelstrom, and we're going to get Ratatouille, and they're doing this, and it makes me feel like it's making it something maybe not what I want it to be. Right,
and don't get me wrong, a lot of the IP rides that they come out with are fantastic.
Oh, they are.
I don't really think there's too many that are considered bad. They're really great. But I'm just saying there can be a happy medium. You can have both. Not everything has to be an IP. And Downscale says it's hard to understand why change the ride to benefit the movie when there wouldn't be a ride without the movie. So which is more popular? Okay, I mean, I understand that.
Yeah.
That makes sense too. But for me, I don't know. It just depends on what came first. Did the movie come first or did the ride come first?
Yeah, and I guess I don't like that when they have to change something to make it something else. If you want to bring that IP in the park, great. Put it somewhere else. Put it somewhere new, because we know Disney has room to expand. So instead of taking over some of these other classic rides, like Great Movie Ride, all these other rides that I think can be kind of left alone for the most part,
right,
or improved upon the way they are, and having to put an IP in there, that's when I get frustrated.
Right.
Because there are so many things that have gone away that I think, really shouldn't have.
Right. And no, don't get me wrong. By all means, Abby says, yeah, I think it's going to be backfire adding all the IPs in Epcot. It might. I mean, it very well might, Abby, for sure. Hey, little Laurel, welcome in. Little Oz Laurel, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. We're talking all things Disney. We were talking merchandise earlier, and now we're talking kind of IPs, I guess. I don't know how we got here.
Yeah. Kristen, Rocky, and Bullwinkle, I'm pretty sure they're in Universal, right?
Yeah. And Brian, I'll say this about the old auction. I'm really hoping that, I won't even get into that. I like the old auction only because it was original. That's what pirates were like back in the day.
Right.
As much as we don't like it, and we don't like the fact that they treated people that way, especially women,
right,
that was what it was. That's the whole point of the ride is these are mean people that do terrible things. But, I mean, it's fine that they changed it. It is what it is, I guess, in that point. I get what you're saying, Brian.
Yep.
But Chris says, and Alice ride, and China might get a Mulan ride, and Canada's going to get a Rocky. That's true. That would be funny. Yeah, Australia should do a Little Mermaid ride if they had it. If they had, you know what? Maybe Australia could be a
great addition.
That would be a good pavilion. I would really like that. Mm-hmm. That would be awesome. Oh my gosh, that would be fun. Human Person says I feel if there is going to be change, at least they should make B script for the new. Okay, yep, that's fine too. Yep, I understand that. Park the steamboat at Grand Floridian, fill in the water, create the Western River Expedition on Tom Sawyer's Island. That would be interesting. That'd take a lot of money, though.
That'd be cool.
Hey, no problem, Abby. I appreciate you stopping in. We definitely appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, it's our pleasure doing the tag. We appreciate you tagging us. We have I had more merchandise out here than I thought we were going to have. I only thought we were going to have like 2 or 3.
Plenty.
Yeah.
Oh, there's rumors of a Brazil pavilion. I've heard that too. And that would be a nice addition as well. Absolutely.
Yeah, I would be fantastic with that. And I'm sure that, there's always a lot of Brazil folks that go to the parks too. I'm sure they would love it as well. Absolutely. A Mushu roller coaster, Human Person. That would be fantastic. That would be awesome.
Does it have to be a roller coaster?
Yes, it does. I agree.
A kiddie roller coaster? Mushu's the best. I got a new Mushu t-shirt for Christmas.
Worth it. Western River Expedition. It's like 4 rides in one. That would be neat. That would be something else. I don't think they'll do it, though. But you never know. They might. Oh, my gosh. But there's so much coming. I was looking at it again today. They had some new photos of Galaxy's Edge over at Hollywood Studios, and that's coming along. I think they're getting to the point now where it won't be too much longer, and the walkways where people are going to be walking, that's going to get paved really, really soon. Wow. They haven't gotten to that point yet, but I think paving is coming really, really soon, and most of the other stuff is done.
Funny Human Person.
What do you say?
Maybe a Slinky Dog type.
Maybe they might do that. I don't know, but you can't have. But they can't. Slinky Dog can't have a tail though.
Poke somebody's eye out.
The Mount Fuji coaster to mimic the Matterhorn in Japan.
Ooh.
But
not for me.
Here's how I see this. How much room do they really have? Because when I look at it, even with the Ratatouille ride, if you notice that ride's almost going over into Morocco. Almost. I mean, it's like right there. It almost looks like it's part of Morocco. So, I wonder as to what they can do for space over there. I don't know. They might.
That's true.
I know Disney just bought like 900 more acres of land. They had bought like a few hundred acres like 3 months ago, and now they've bought an additional acres of land as well. A lot of people say it's just for environmental stuff. We'll have to see what water preserves and stuff like that. We'll see.
Right.
But they paid for it, and I'll be interested to see what they do with that new additional land that they purchased. People don't think it's going to be developed. They think it's just going to be
Maybe
environmental
not now,
purposes.
But who's to say in 20 years? You know, I mean, we may not be here to enjoy it or see it, but I'm sure they have plans for the long run.
Brian,
who the
you're
heck
funny.
knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But they say a lot of times they think they took this land on because they expected to expand in other areas of Disney World. So we'll have to see.
Well, I'm almost surprised the River Country area is going to become a resort. I'm almost surprised they didn't make that. I don't know. What is that near? What park is that near?
What?
The old River Country.
The old River Country isn't it's
near
not really near a
anything?
park.
So I guess they couldn't use it to expand.
Correct. The old River Country is over by Wilderness Lodge, and that's where they're building that new resort.
Right. Well, that's
right
what
there.
I said.
Yeah,
so
no.
I just was curious if it was something they could have. So I guess it really had to be a resort unless they were going to open another park, which is unlikely.
No, I don't think that space is big enough for that anyway. Most of the water parks really aren't that big. If you think about it, it's pretty condensed areas.
Okay.
But,
yeah, human person. I would love the idea of them doing like a San Fransokyo. Is that what they called it in the movie? Fransokyo?
San Tokyo.
I thought it was San Fransokyo. No, you're probably right.
Yeah, probably.
Whatever. But that would be kind of neat. I liked the concept of that from Big Hero 6. I think that would be neat to have an event like that.
And downscale, if they imagined it at one time, it's definitely possible then. And I'm sure they could, the engineers and all would be able to say, it'll fit in this space. I'm sure they could do it. Absolutely. And then downscale also says Disney's already allocated their nature preserve. That's what it is.
Okay.
If they're buying new land to provide more, they may be intending to expand into the existing. Right. It could be. That's exactly right. But that's what they just bought. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. Little Oz says, I bought myself a Mickey Mouse globe with music for Christmas.
Nice.
That's nice. Oh, really? That's awesome.
That is cool.
Oh, that's fantastic. I would love to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. If you're really into it and you can get a really nice globe, they're awesome. Yep. Okay, 40 acres is a pretty good size. See, I didn't think, but I think Typhoon Lagoon is bigger than Blizzard Beach. I don't know what the acreage is on that. But like, for instance, what's the size of Magic Kingdom? 500 acres?
No idea.
It's pretty big. But it's out there for sure. Let's see what else we got in here. Yeah, salutes and clicks to our Disney adventures. I can't do it. I don't know how they do that. Is Blizzard Beach bigger? See, that's interesting. I didn't think it was. We've been to Blizzard Beach, and I found that to be, it was okay size, I guess.
Oh, we'll have to pull up your channel, Little Oz, because they have a video of the globe.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
For sure.
Yeah, be sure to check out Little Oz's channel as well, for sure.
Let's see if I can go on there right now.
No. Oh, okay. There she goes. Gonna do
I'm gonna pull up.
Brian's doing cheese-filled hot dogs for dinner tonight.
Oh.
There you go.
How do you manage that, Brian?
I don't know.
How do you fill the hot dog? Do they come that way?
I don't know. Maybe.
Go into your channel now. Oh, there
it is. Yeah, look at that.
I'm subscribing to you right now.
There you go. You got another subscriber.
We will watch this afterwards. That's awesome.
There you go.
That is super pretty. You guys
That's
check
awesome.
out Little Oz Laurel's channel and see the snow globe.
I wasn't sure downscale. It just, and 56 acres and 66 acres are pretty big. They are. They definitely are. So, but I don't know. I guess that's the thing about these places is when I look at something, I say, man, how are they going to fit this in that space? And yet they find a way to do it. Because when they said they were going to add the Ratatouille ride over at the France Pavilion, I'm thinking to myself, where? Where are they going to put this?
Because Hall's already, you can't even find the bakery in there.
Right. It's like, I'm thinking to myself, where are they going to put this? But I guess they had extra space in the back.
Yeah,
and that's where they,
they
must put it all back there.
Realize,
oh my gosh, it's
what
true.
they can do. But yeah, I know I have a hard enough time finding my pastries and coffee. I mean, I
know.
hope I have too much trouble finding.
I know. I'm serious.
Finding ratatouille.
Yep, I know. It's crazy, but it's true. And guys, again, before we head out, I know we're coming up on an hour. We're not too far out. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Please go ahead and hit that like button for us. We really appreciate that. It really helps the stream. What are you laughing at?
Brian, be sure to hit that lick button to see the puppy. Because Camden always comes at the end of the show.
Yeah, he always knows. I don't know how.
He's eating his puppy bed.
It could be for sure downscale. I'm not sure. The areas are. I just don't. They're big in the sense of water parks, but they're not overly big.
Don't keep licking the
working.
button downstairs.
Disney Adventures, welcome in.
Come say goodbye. Come on. Down.
Well, we're a few things. Just a couple reminders, guys. Again, we go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays for anybody watching on the replay. Again, if you could hit that like button, we definitely would appreciate it. We did the tag video tonight for Abby over at Main Street and Mickey. Please go out and check out her channel. She does really good stuff. She's just starting out, trying to get more subscribers, trying to help her to get there. Takes time. It definitely does. But she does great stuff too. And, for us, we wanted to do that tag video tonight because we were going to do a regular video and then post it. And I said, nah, let's do the actual live stream.
Because God forbid we do a real video.
Yeah, I know.
But we're going to get better.
No, I have a couple videos coming out very soon. And we are going to start working on finalizing everything on the podcast. The podcast will definitely be out next week.
Yeah.
I don't want to say specifically what day yet. I'm going to hold. Well, no, not for that reason. I'm doing it as a surprise. I'm just going to post it and see how it does as just like a last-second post, and then go from there. The podcast is going to be just that. It's going to be a podcast, so there won't be a lot of video and stuff like that to it. It'll just be about Disney news and the parks and good stuff. We really enjoy doing it. I think you guys will like that, I hope.
There he is. You can see him in the background. I moved over. See Puppy's head.
Yeah, he's back there somewhere. I don't know if you guys. There he is. Look, he's eating his blanket. He's eating his blanket.
Being weird. We fed him. We really did.
Yeah, Robin, we're gonna bring it back. It's gonna be different though, Robin. It's not gonna be a podcast that's gonna be on
iTunes.
Like iTunes. It'll be on YouTube for now. Well, we're probably gonna at some point get it back on iTunes as well. But for now, it'll just be through YouTube. But you can still listen to it, which will be fun. Thanks, Brian. We appreciate that. We try. We enjoy coming out here to you guys. Yeah, he's not a puppy, actually, human person.
He's just little.
He's going to be 6.
He's actually not even that little. Yeah, he's just low. He's a mutt. He's part dachshund, so he's very low to the ground.
Cam.
Say hi, Cam. Hi.
Hey, there he is. He's like, what? What?
Oh. Say hi.
Thanks, Robin. We appreciate that. Blanket numb.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
That's exactly right. That's what he does.
Strange.
Yeah, all of our animals are a little besides
off.
himself.
They're a little
all
off.
dogs are puppies.
See, I do. I call him Puppy all the time.
Yeah, all the time. He's got all kinds of names, but that's another story.
Yeah. I've got all kinds of names.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to head out. We definitely appreciate everybody. Oh, cool. A taste for a 6-year-old part 5 and has a taste for blood and blankets. Yeah, exactly.
The blood. Or he likes to pull out the squeakers when he gets his toys immediately. It's like he has to get the heart out of the toy. As soon as he gets the squeaker out, then he loves the toy. But he just gets all like angry.
I know.
And you try to take the toy away from him and he gets upset because he has to dig the squeaker out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've noticed, guys, if you have dogs that pull out squeakers actually have hearts imprinted on them. So, like, they know it's like the toy heart.
I know.
I'm like, that's cruel.
Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. We are heading out. Hope everybody has a great week. Again, thanks to Dean over at Dreamers Empire and the Live Place for hosting the show. They do every week. Wonderful live streams. Go out and check them out. Please check out all the folks in here tonight that do their own live streams and have their own channels. They do wonderful stuff as well. Before you head out, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Other than that, guys, we definitely hope everybody has a great week. Be sure to come out for the podcast next week, our first one, and let us know what you think of it, unless you don't like it.
Oh, human person, I want to see a picture of your pup. Husky, pug, chihuahua mix. That's quite a mix.
I know, yeah. So everybody have a great... Yeah, no problem, Robin. I know you're going to be down in Disney, so don't even worry about it.
She's getting ready to go.
Oh, thanks, human person. We definitely appreciate that.
Thanks for being here, everybody.
Yep. Brian, everybody out there, Steve was in here earlier, Abby, everybody that comes out, Noah, thank you all very much. Chris, downscale, human person, everybody's great. We definitely appreciate you. And Little Oz, thanks for stopping in as well.
Definitely.
Robin, of course. Anybody else, if I missed you, I apologize. But thanks, everybody. Have a great week. We will see you. I'll see you on Tuesday for Mouse Madness. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. We'll see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.